Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. Woo-hoo. Look at this day in front of me. Actually, it hasn't been this way very long. I've been driving in a torrential downpour, rain like crazy, cats and dogs kind of day. And it just about quit raining on me. But it is absolutely gorgeous down here in Florida. Look at all this green. Ooh, Mercedes. But I am boogieing on down. I ain't got far to drive today. Only got 180 miles to drive, and I only got 81 left of that. But yeah, my delivery appointment's not till 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to be there before 3 o'clock in the afternoon the day before. So I'm going to get there and check in and act like my appointment's today. Who knows, they might take me, right? Make it easy to get going. This is a nice little run I'm on here. I picked this up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Run it down here to Apopka, Florida. Supposed to get unloaded first thing in the morning. Turn around and got a reload right here in Apopka. I'm running all the way back to Fargo, North Dakota for my first drop and second drop in Bismarck, North Dakota. So this will run down there and back, somewhere around 32, 34, I don't know, I ain't looked at it yet. Maybe 3,600 miles. Makes for a real nice week. That makes the bankers happy, I'm going to tell you.
Have you seen that horse trailer over there?
No, I ain't seen that horse trailer. Yeah, see, I always forget to leave my radio on.
So this had to been 53 foot long.
We're talking about horse trailers. But mercy.
They had a good time. It was a ride.
I mean,
Hey, even uphill.
turn that radio off. But absolutely having a good time. I tell you what, this video here is more or less about the videos that I've got coming out here in the near future. If you haven't noticed, I do not monetize my video, my YouTube channel. None of it's monetized. I don't make any money off YouTube. And I've done that on purpose. I actually did this YouTube channel as a way to give back. And I know, there's always somebody, there's always a critic, right? There's always people out there that they just want to say mean and nasty things about you because they think that elevates them in their position in life. It doesn't. It just makes them look like the piece of crap that they are. And I get some of that. I get those kind of comments all the time. And my YouTube channel is not a free speech zone. This is my channel. This is my content. This is my platform. And I don't put up with any crap. You say anything nasty or any negative or you troll my account, I'm not going to give you any voice. All I do is delete it. As soon as I read the first line of a comment that I think is kind of crappy, I just delete it. I'm not going to give you any attention. I'm not going to give you any voice. I'm not going to give you any notoriety. If you got something to say and you think you can do it better, then go make your own YouTube channel. That's my advice I have for people like that. Go make your own channel. Stand on your own 2 feet. Develop your own platform. Be you. But that doesn't mean I have to allow you to be you on my channel. Another thing. The whole purpose of my channel, when I started it off, is I saw in the industry how they really take advantage of the new guys coming in. I was lucky that I'd driven a truck back in the 80s and 90s. So when I I come in the industry, I already knew what I was looking for. And I remember back in the day, I didn't go to school or anything to get my CDL. I didn't do any of that. And I was really scratching my head going, why are these guys paying $7,000 to go to a school when all they do is teach you how to pass the test? And then they put you underneath the contract for slave labor for a year. I looked at that and thought, that's insane. Why would you do that? I just didn't get that at all. So that's why I started my YouTube channel, was to overcome that. And then when I started my YouTube channel, I started watching these other guys on YouTube, these so-called YouTube truckers. And they're all like, come over to this company, man, it's the best company since sliced bread. But then I noticed they didn't stay with that company. 3 months, 6 months top, they were gone. They were somewhere else. They were job hoppers. And I was like, dude, can't you do the research to make a good decision so that you don't have to change jobs every 6 months? And then why are you pushing this referral program for a company that you really don't even know? You haven't been there long enough to know if it's a good company or not. So I saw all kinds of bogus information. And then the other thing is a bunch of these people on YouTube were telling you, go to school. Go to school to get your CDL. Man, I wouldn't advise anybody to do that. And I've heard all kinds of objections, like, well, you can't get a job. Most people won't hire you unless you go to school. You know, people feed you your limitations and you lap it up. You know, that's what I don't understand. There's a quote from Richard Bach that I've lived a lot of my life about in a book that he wrote called Illusions. Great book, you ought to read it. But he said, argue for your limitations, and sure enough, they're yours. You don't have to go to school to get your CDL. You don't have to go to school to get a job, all right? These companies that will not hire you because you didn't go to school, let me tell you who they will hire. You can go to a company that may not be your best choice, all right? May not be your number one pick, but you work there for 3 to 6 months and reapply to that company that required you to have a school certificate. Now all of a sudden, the door's open. You bet, come on over here. See, they didn't have to take the first chance on you. They're scared. They don't want to take a first chance. They don't know you. You got 3-6 months experience. Now they're willing to take a chance on you. So let me ask you which you would rather do. Would you rather go in debt for $5,000, $7,000, $9,000, all right? Go to work for a company at slave labor rates, or would you like to get your CDL on your own, drive for a company that doesn't pay you that well for 3 to 6 months, and then go to a premier company that's going to pay you extremely well? In 6 months, you're at a company that's paying you $50,000 a year, opposed to being $6,000, $7,000, $9,000 in debt and working for a company that you're trying to afford a cheeseburger every day just so you can afford to do the job. It's all how you look at it. So that was the reason why I started my YouTube channel. I wanted to show everybody that there's a better way. I've been extremely successful out here just as a company driver. You know, a lot of guys want to become owner-operators so they can make over $100,000 a year. You can do that as a company driver with the right company. Now, there's different reasons to make different choices of being a company driver or being an owner-operator or even being a lease operator. And that's actually some of the things I'm going to cover in the next few videos that I do. I've been very successful with training as well. And what I mean by that, 90% of the guys that get their CDL quit the business in their first year. So only 10% make it their first year. The guys that I train that just get their CDL and come into the industry and I train them, 90% of them are still here. Only 1 out of 10 quits in their first year. Majority of the guys I train go on to be extremely successful. And why is that? I teach you how to drive the truck safely. I teach you how to do it efficiently. I show you how to work the system for the company so that you make the most money. But the other thing I talk about is how to develop your career and how to make those choices. And I'm going to go more into that in the next couple videos I did. There's actually a gentleman that he's a carrier, all right? He owns a carrier, multi-driver carrier kind of company. And he actually requested that I shoot this video because we've been in conversations and we talk. And he goes, dude, you got to put that on a video. You got to explain to people why it is that trucking develops success, how you do a business plan. See, that's where I come from. I come from corporate America. I've worked my way up in several different industries, all the way from the bottom rung to the CEO of a company. I've done that 3 times in life. And I know the industry pretty well. I know the capitalistic view. I understand the creation of money. I understand finance, leverage. I know all that. A lot of guys come into trucking and they don't have any business experience. They know how to drive a truck, but they don't know how to run a business. So I'm actually going to create a video on that topic as well. How to create a successful business in trucking. And you may think, well, he's never done it. Well, I've had multiple successful businesses in life. Capitalism is capitalism. It's all the same. And you're going to want to watch this video. I'm going to do this series of videos simply because I'm getting ready to leave trucking. I've been in trucking now for 4 years this term. I'm where I need to be to take my next step in life. I don't want to be in trucking forever. I love this job. But I love my farm in Oklahoma more than I love this farm. I want to go home and stare at the stars every night. I'm 60 years old. I want to retire. So, trucking was never giddy up and go, start an empire, create a carrier. That was never my plan when I come into trucking. When I came into trucking, I just wanted to cruise. One thing that I didn't do is with my last company, I had a remodel business. We did kitchens and bathrooms. A construction company. And I was very successful at it. I will tell you, I was absolutely sick of it. I'd done it for 20 years. And one of the things that I had not done in that company was I hadn't financed anything in 20 years. So I wanted to reestablish a credit rating. I wanted to get some capital in the bank. I wanted to set myself up so no matter what I chose to do, that if I wanted to go owner-operator, or if I wanted to start in another industry, that I would guarantee my success for that. And I've done that. I've got over an 800 credit rating, you know, a FICO score of over 800. I've got plenty of money in the bank. Everything I've got's basically paid for. I do have a little mortgage on a piece of land, but I did that just because I wanted to restore my credit rating. Because I was in the high 600s when I started. Now I'm up over 800. So now I can do the things that I want to do for actually how I want to live my life through retirement. I may truck a little bit. I don't know yet. I really like trucking. But the main thing I want to let you know is in the videos that I'm going to make over the next couple weeks are basically to give you some foundation and ideas of how to ensure your success. No matter what it chooses to be, inside or outside of trucking. But for you new guys, especially, if you're in your early 20s and you're in your first truck and you're trying to start a life, you're definitely going to want to watch these videos. Because they're going to be very much oriented to that kind of driver. Now, I better pay attention to where I'm going here. That's basically all I wanted to say. I want you to also notice about my videos. I don't edit any of my videos. I turn it on to record. I just let it record and I talk for 15, 20 minutes. And then I turn it off and I upload it. Nothing fancy. I'm not here trying to make any money on YouTube. I'm just talking to an audience that's willing to listen. So if you get something out of my videos that makes for a better life for yourself, then I've accomplished what I wanted to do here. Anyway, be looking for the videos I turn out here over the next couple weeks, couple months. Because this is going to be my gift to the truck drivers out there as I'm getting ready to say goodbye to trucking. Now when I say that, I don't do anything quickly, all right? It may be 1 year or 2 years before I actually step out of a truck for the last time. But understand what I'm doing here on YouTube is my gift to the new truckers that are coming into this industry. All this stuff is for you guys. If it helps you, cool. Anyway, that's all I really got to say. Look forward to doing this next series of videos on these topics. I was actually kind of jabbed by my friend that owns a carrier to do these type of videos. He was telling me, he goes, Vandy, you got to put that on video. You got to put that on your channel. So this is what we're going to do. Look forward to sharing it with you guys. Anyway, y'all have a great day. God bless you, each and every one. And remember, you too can change the world. All you got to do is be nice to each other. Bye-bye.